Wow. The future it does look dark. I don't normally stream around this time. I don't really stream on this channel unless it's a Sunday. It's not a Sunday. It's not a Sunday. It is not a mistake. It's not a test. It's not some bit. No, the things I talk about are going to be coded for reasons, but it's very real. The future is not looking very bright right now. I thought we're in the year of the snake. I thought it's supposed to be a year of prosperity. But for who? For who? For whom? There we have it. Are you guys feeling prosperous right now? Are you feeling prosperous? Yeah, I know you got your problems. Hold on. I'm going to talk about my problems. It's going to be one of those Dear Diary videos. Let me just, no script. Let me just spill the beans, get into it. You know, wear my heart on my sleeve. Maybe I accidentally revealed something a little too much. All right. But that's what we're doing here. That's why I'm here on this channel. I can't do this on my Japanese, music channel, whatever. I got to be a certain way. I can't be like this. I can't be like, oh man, the future's not looking too good. Oh man, I'm still employed. Well, man, oh man, do the bosses at Initech have me feeling it. I'm feeling the pinch, They're squeezing in. The walls are squeezing in on me. They're closing in, man. And I'm feeling this way natural. It's not this all American tobacco. It's how I feel. We're talking about our feelings here. It's like my therapy. Dear Diary. Wow. I want to start this by saying it seems like there's some sort of curse, like a dark cloud above me. Right before I started the stream, a spider of all things landed on my arm and was about to bite. I mean, I had a scream like a little girl. I flicked it off or whatever. But there's things popping off, like crazy expenses here and there. Things happening. It's like never catching a break, One thing and the next thing, and then we get a new animal, a puppy, and then it's chewing up everything. Of course it is. And then there's all sorts of other things and weird, just things left and right coming up. Little hiccups, little drama. Like I wonder if I've been cursed. Let me put it this way. So the company I work for, we're going to call it Initech. Yeah, from Office Space. We're going to call it Initech. Initech is a company that, I work there. And I would say I do a pretty good job there. I would say I make sure my TPS reports are done on time. And I make sure that they're all done. There's a certain quota. I hit that quota. I have no problem hitting that quota. I've never had a problem hitting that quota. I hit that quota every month. Sometimes a little bit more. Sometimes just right on it. But I hit that quota. And this is a company where the other employees struggle to hit that quota. And the ones that are doing well hitting that quota are the ones in my group. Because I taught them. This is how you do it. It's very simple. It's actually very simple. It's just you do the job. And part of that job requires a lot of travel. A lot of travel in a personal vehicle. Right? You have to go around. This company, Initech, we have to go around and meet the clients outside and talk to them about whatever. And that's what's in our TPS report, okay? And then they bill Medicaid. That's how the company exists. That's how the company's funded, okay? So, like, I have to be paid to travel to these places. Like, I can't do that out of my own dime. That doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. Like, why would I do that? That's a pay cut. Well, that's what they're wanting to do. That's what they're wanting to do. I heard yesterday that effective tomorrow, I can no longer claim mileage. And I'm like, but why? And they're like, oh, according to the reports, you've claimed a lot. It's like, yeah, because I'm riding around and I'm seeing the people. I'm talking to the people. That's what I do. Guess it was too much. Oh, I'm sorry. I was doing a little too much. You want me to go ride out to some hick into the sticks, go talk to that client, talk to that individual on my dime? That ain't happening, brother. Now, I've been working at this Initech for about 3 years now. And like I said, every year, every month in the year, right on point, hitting the goal, whatever, and doing pretty well, bringing a lot of money in for the company. And, a lot of praises. People be like, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic, whatever. There's been some things I've noticed as of like the past couple months. Some things that are really showing me maybe now is about time to jump ship. Maybe now is about time, maybe overdue, to just find something else. Because maybe the company's struggling right now. Like I said, they do depend on Medicaid. So there is that. Maybe they're worried about something. I don't know. Past a couple months ago, you get one of those talks from the supervisor. From Bill Lumberg talked to me a couple months ago, and he was like, you do a good job hitting your goal, but you always hit the goal. You don't really go over the goal. And I was like, well, I do go over the goal a little bit, but I rotate the clients in. I rotate the stuff in. Because, if the goal is like, let's say like 60, and you want me to hit 80, then why don't you just make the goal 80? And then I'll hit that 80. I feel like I'm in Office Space over here. I feel like we're talking about pieces of flair. I feel like that is way too much right here, right? It is. That's what's happening. 3 years of dead man sounds too much for anyone. Oh yeah, you know what? That's probably it. They're probably just trying to get rid of me. They're probably tired of me. Probably. Well, if they want, they release the report just about every week, almost every day, everyone's numbers. You get your TPS reports up. You got to get your reports up. You got to see your people and all this stuff. It's like you are constantly pushing the message. You got to do this. You got to do this. And like, I see who makes it. I'm always making it because I always get that incentive. But the others, not so much. So, if they want to, like, not have that, if they want to have, like, one less worker that's, like, actually hitting the goal, then, they didn't make a choice there. I'm not going to just leave unless I have something lined up and ready to go. I'm going to do everything I can to not get fired. Just enough, right? Oh, if you that's kind of where we are. That's kind of what it is. And I feel the pressure, though. I feel it. Because they'll be like, oh, you gotta see more than the goal. It's like, oh, okay. That's cute. I can humor that. I could banter with them. I could talk with them. It's like, you want me to do that? All right, well, okay. Well, then I'll stay out late and get some overtime. Oh, we don't want you to get overtime. Don't get overtime. Oh, you're asking too much, Bill Lumberg. You're asking too much, sir. You're asking way too much. So, yeah, they were like, you will not be allowed to claim personal travel, which I'll say, since my personal vehicle is a motorcycle, getting paid 65 cents per mile on a vehicle that goes like 5 miles a gallon, and it can go like the whole tank itself can go like over 200 miles. So it's doing pretty good there. You know, it's like okay. You know, what is really helping me though is that I have to save that because you know motorcycles cost a lot of money when you maintain it. What I'm saying is that gravy train is over. But the good news is, I suppose, I won't have to use my personal gas as they're going to give me a company vehicle. Well, I guess not too bad. Not all too bad there. I have to go into the office and have to use their vehicle. Okay. All right. All right. Now the problem with this, there's some problems with this. Is that like in my vehicle, like on a motorcycle, I could go whatever speed I want, and it's whatever, and you can navigate through traffic and all that. It's because it's fun to ride too. It's just fun. It's just a better way to go get around town. And I ride all the way from one county to the other, like Brazoria, Galveston, those counties in Texas. So I'm like, I could go from, if you know Texas, this area, I could go from like Pearland down to like Sweeney or into Galveston, Freeport, cover all that area. That's part of the problem too. Honestly, think about it. The company should be smart and be like, in a tech, we want our workers to have clients that are within a certain range. That would be smart to do, to group it by location. Yeah. But that's not me. That's not my call. That's not my call. I mean, if I have to go out there to do a TPS report of Sally Sue, and they're all the way, like way far in the sticks, yeah, that's gonna cost some money to get there. The reason why it stings me, though, the reason why I feel the pressure, is because that travel money, it was kind of nice. It's good to know that I have something there in case the vehicle breaks down, in case the bike breaks down, even the car if I use it. It was like an emergency nest egg, because I would save most of that money. I'm very cheap. Very cheap. But that might be over with. To get that sort of to adjust for that, I would have to do more streams here on YouTube and really hustle a lot more and do streams that people want to actually see, like talk about grums and all that stuff, which I might do later. I would have to get back at it again. I'd have to. But then there's other expenses too happening in personal life. They're just popping up. Like, man, it's squeezing me, man. It's squeezing me. But like I said, what they said with the travel, it can't claim personal mileage anymore. I wonder if just, they said it's not just me. I'm kind of curious who else is in that same boat. You combine that with the whole, you gotta see. We want you to see even more than that. We want you to see all your people do all the TPS reports. Oh, I do that at times. I just rotate that in. Don't worry. Everyone's TPS report has been done. But the reason why they want that is because this company, Initech, it bills Medicaid. And the more people you see, the more they could bill and the more they make. You get a little bonus if you reach the goal. You don't get any extra bonus if you go over the goal. So it's not like if you go above and beyond consistently, like you get some extra bonus. All you get is that the boss really likes you because you make a lot of money for the boss, for Bill Lumberg. Okay, so Bill Lumberg can have the things he really wants to have, right? But he's gonna be like, yeah, hi, I'm gonna need you to stop using your personal vehicle. Yeah, hi, can you just go ahead and see more what the quality is? Hi, we want you to do extra work, but no overtime. But like, I'll tell them I don't work for free. Like, that's illegal. Like, what do you think is going on here? That ain't happening. Like, dude, I've gotten so, I guess, anal about that. I think it's from like the CPS days. I will not send a freaking email unless I'm on clock. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. I did enough of that Chinese overtime bull crap when I worked for the state directly. And maybe I'll go back to the state. Maybe I will. Kind of see. And there's positions open in like San Antonio and in Austin. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't really help me. We'll see what happens. But what I'm really doing here, like I said, this is going to be like that Dear Diary sort of stream. I think I'm just venting to you guys about this. Kind of help me process the whole thing. Just kind of think about what's happening here. I do have a bad feeling that the company may not be doing all that well, or maybe just be very worried and want to be very conservative with the spending. People are worried about Medicaid cuts. It'd be really dumb. It'd be really dumb if Republicans cut Medicaid because their voters are dependent on Medicaid as well. Have you seen poor white families? There's a lot of them. The trailer parks, poor whites. They go, we're all about Trump. Okay, guess what? They're on Medicaid as well. Guess what? They're on all the welfare. All right, they're on it all. They get the food stamps. They have the Medicaid. They have all of that. I won't be able to speed in the company vehicle. That's for sure. Which actually might be able to help me. Going from point A to point B is a lot easier when you're on a motorcycle and you go pretty much whatever speed, But on in a company vehicle, you're gonna have to go the speed limit. I'm gonna be, oh man, I might actually get overtime by accident. Not by accident, but just because of how long I'll be driving around at the speed limit, the exact speed limit. Huh. So then it might even itself out. Look at that. Look at that. It might. Huh. Thanks, guys. This talk really helped, actually. It did. And I mean, I'm being real. Like, I was really annoyed by this whole thing. Annoyed is putting it lightly. Anxious. Anxious, yeah. Yeah, for sure. But the future looks dark. You know, it's there's a lot of unknowns with this. A lot of unknowns. It, I need to see what it does. I want to see how it pans out. The only way to do that is to see how it all falls. Okay. And I mean, a lot of that travel stuff is gonna be all that's gonna be cut off. I might be able to, get that incentive still, which would be nice. Nice little side spin money. Now I'll definitely need to save more of it. Be a little tighter with it. Now, if they cut that off, then I'm really in big trouble because I have some expenses that come out from a particular account that I would have to make some choices, some changes. You know. That's right. Talking to myself helped. Talking to myself. Talking to you, Game Over. How's it going, Game Over? How's it going? You're my therapist here, Game Over, and Sweet Bovine, Mac Nur, Mr. YouTube Ad Man. Yeah. Got those ads, huh? I'm not talking to you? All right, well, here we are. How's it going, Game Over? Okay, you tell me about your problem. What's going on with you, Game Over? With this delay that we have on YouTube. What's going on with you guys? Well, I'm trying to engage with you right now. I'm asking you, what are you doing? Pretty simple there. Yeah, now, yeah, I mean, better now than later, I suppose. Are you going to be like my better half and be like, oh, you got to hear my problems first before I can hear your problems? Is that what's going on here? Oh, you don't want to talk about me? Okay. Well, so like, then let me ask you, what do y'all think? What do you think of this? Game Over. What are your thoughts about this? I mean, there's a lot that I said, so. We can take it one step at a time. See above. Okay. Wouldn't it be discriminatory if they don't do it for everyone in the same position like you? I think they're doing it for me because they say I claim too much. But I claimed exactly what I did. Like if I drove from, you know what? There's actually some trips I did not even claim. Like the trips that are very close to the office that are no point in claiming because it's only like going to be like maybe $1 or so. It's just whatever. I don't care about that. But if I'm going all the way to like a place called Sweeney, like pretty far away, about 40 miles away, claiming that. Okay, for sure. And sometimes you go out there and the client's not even there. The person's busy, the person's sick, and or whatever. So you have to do it again later. You like call in advance. Well, Mr. Bill Lumberg, if let's say there's a place I need to go to, and I have a handful of individuals there, and I see like 3 of them, I still have 2 more I need to see, and I'm gonna have to go back later. I can't really call advance, even if I did. It'd be like, well, there's 3, a lot of them are there, so might as well just go and talk to them. Well, what can I do? Game over. Be like, you're discriminating against me because I'm white. They claim too much. I wonder if I could push it. Who would I talk to about that? White and old. Hey, I am the minority there, though. Okay. I'm like the only. I think I might be the only white dude there. Talk to HR. Yeah. But if I talk to HR, I want it. I want this question to not be an email. I don't want any trace. Because the Initech where I work, there's some weird things that happen there behind the scenes. Go by ages. That's right. I'm over 40. Age discrimination. Look at that. Ah, okay, look at that. Anyone else have an opinion? Game over thinks I'd be able to claim might be able to claim age discrimination. Wouldn't I have to prove that they're doing it because of my age though? I mean, I'm talking court right now, but I guess I'll talk to HR. I'm going to have a talk with him tomorrow anyway. Just a conversation. Yeah, just a conversation. Right? Well, I mean, others. They said there's others. I'm curious if there are. If there are, I will find out tomorrow and be like, well, you know, it's better to know that there's other people that are afflicted, you know. You know, there's some employees at Initech that don't even claim travel. There's one in my group. And this person's like, yeah, I don't even claim travel. It's like, I was like, why? Why not? Like, you just drive out on in your personal vehicle and you're not even using a motorcycle. So you have a car and the wear and tear on that. Like, if they're going to pay you for travel, take the pay Spend some on gas, maybe spend some on eating somewhere, but try not to. But save the rest for something else, man. Yeah. Interesting. I'll talk to HR about that. We'll see what happens. I will give you a follow up. Find out. Maybe my next video will be like, well, I asked him, and now Bill Lumberg fired me. Got 6 months of what do you call it? Severance. After that, it's over. No need to be confrontational. Just be nice about it. Be nice about it. Six months of severance is great and rare. Yeah, I don't think this company's gonna do 6 months. They might not even do severance, dude. Like, there's a year ago, there was like a weird shift that happened with management. Weird shift, like a Game of Thrones sort of thing. People leaving or retiring, and like no party or farewell for them. Man, this one time, this boss, I thought she was fine. I mean, I wasn't checking her out, but I thought she was good. I didn't have a problem with her. And then because I mean, she respected me, I respected her. I did the job, at least what I was asked to do, and all that, and didn't have any problems with that. And but apparently there was issues behind the scenes. They just let her go like that, and they said I'm the one who did it. I was part. They were like, Jesse, did you talk to your supervisor? Did they pretty much talk you out of going for this one particular position? I was like, well, Bill Lumberg, actually, I was looking into that position, but I found out it's the exact same pay, and then what's the point? Because the people I work with in the community, they like me, and I know what their TPS reports are full of, and I don't want them to have to go through that sort of change again. So I was actually being considerate of the people in my community, So I was like, there was no point in that. But they'd be like, oh. But they took what I said and only used, yes, she talked me out of it. I was like, that's not even what I said. That's not the full statement. Yeah, a company car can be cool. Oh, they're not gonna allow me to take it home. They will allow me though to take the key when I use it overnight though. Okay, that's fine. We'll see what happens with the company car thing. I mean, it's a car I don't have to worry about maintenance on. I don't have to worry about gas. So that is an upside. I could just ride the motorcycle into work and then use the cage for the rest of the day. So, kind of cool. So, if I'll be streaming on this channel more, it's kind of like, what are we going to get into? What are we going to do? The usual? Talk about the Thorts. There's a clip I saw. Wanted to get into. Game over. What brings you to this channel? Oh, maybe they'll be like, "Hey, I'll tell you what, the Thorpes." Oh, okay. Then yeah, we'll definitely talk about some Thorpes later in the future stream. I might be wrapping up this one pretty soon. Well, for reasons. I just wanted to do this quick. You don't want to give them views? Yeah. What I plan on doing either today or Saturday. But you know what? Now, what I should end this pretty soon, though. There's something I do need to take care of. I do need to address, and I don't want that to just kind of be in the air. Oh, hint on what that's going to be, huh? I'm gonna go talk to the neighbors and tell them what's up now. Anyway, I might stream later on tonight. If not, it'll be Saturday. I'll keep it posted in the community tab. Oh yeah, the Thorpe streams are impossibly long. It's like way too long. Way too long. That's why I like Naptown. Anyway, game over. Thanks for the talk. You take it easy, man.